Now, time to put it back in. Of course, when lining up PCI cards in a computer, if you've done this a few times, shouldn't be that tricky, but you know, you do want to make sure you put it in right. Can't really see that very good on the camera because you can't lift it high enough, but it's clicked in place. Putting the cable back. Trying to make sure it's in there good and tight because I didn't really hear no clicking sound, and I'm not sure if they're supposed to be. This is the first time I converted it, and when I bought the conversion kit, it was part of a trade for the jackpot machine that was in one of my other YouTube videos, and I was fortunate enough that the gentleman came and helped me actually do the conversion. He showed me how, so hopefully this will, being my first time, hopefully everything will turn out okay. I'm going to go ahead and put it back and make sure it goes past this edge so it's locked in, so to speak. I'm going to worry about the translite later because obviously I'm going to trade the translite to the Revenge from Mars. Now I'm going to lift this up. And slide her in. Oh, before I go too far, let me go ahead and prop this up into like the normal working position. I actually have to change the plunger to the old school plunger, or from the old school plunger to the push button style. There's 3 screws in the back. It's a very easy to take this one off. Not sure if there's enough light for everybody to see. My other Revenge from Mars electronic flipper is right, or electronic plunger is right down here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, barely.
What?
It's very dark. Very dark inside the cabinet. What can I say? There's not much light in there. So with this removed, those are the 3 screws. No big deal. And the actual plunger itself. Now to put in the new one, or I should say the Revenge from Mars, which let me see. I think that this just pops right off. Cool. It does pop right off. And then I just got to unscrew this part. Make sure I have it right side up. It's just got a little plastic screw in the back, and then I got to take this part and actually just snap it in. And I got to make sure that this switch right here hits on this button, so to speak. Looks like it's gonna click it. I'm kind of nervous about that. It doesn't look like it's clicking it very hard. Now that I'm actually like playing with it more, I cannot hear it clicking, which is not a good sign. Ah, there we go. That's much better. Yeah, back to lowering it down. And putting it back in. I'm gonna go ahead, now before we actually turn on the pinball machine at this point, I actually have, oops, go back a little bit. I actually have an arcade, which is the closest machine to me, with a serial cable connected at the bottom. So this is actually, it's a PC, but it's got the serial cable already connected. If you have a laptop, you make sure you connect your serial cable. It's a 9-pin, and you connect it in the back. You have to download Pinball 2000 Update Manager, which I've already installed, and I've already downloaded the games, or the ROMs for it. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the Revenge from Mars. While that's turning on, I'm going to go ahead and get the glass. And because right now you can't really do anything with the updates, so to speak. Later. The last time. Now, hopefully it comes up with Revenge from Mars software, which it looks like it is. Of course, it doesn't have the new version. It has the oldest version, which is what I put in there with the ROMs. And so we're going to have to update the software. Let me go ahead and put my lock bar in place. Okay, now that my lock bar is in place, I'm going to use my Pinball Update Manager on my PC to connect to the game. Oh, by the way, I have everything on mine on a flash drive. The flash drive is from what I've heard, Pinball 2000 scans the entire drive to look for the files. And you can't change the file names. Well, if you put it on C, obviously scanning C is going to take a long time. I have a high-speed flash drive. I put the file on here by itself. Actually, it has a few different ones. One with Revenge from Mars, one with Star Wars Episode 1. Anyways, nevertheless, you want to have E already plugged in, or your flash drive plugged in, before you bring up this software. Otherwise, it won't recognize that you have the drive there. Go ahead and change it to that. Connect to the game. This is actually connecting to my Revenge from Mars. You can see it saying extended connect standby. Hopefully it's going to connect without a problem. It's taking a little longer than usual. And now that's complete. I'm going to scan the drive for updates. It looks like it's already showing version 1.5, but I'm going to click scan drive for updates just in case.
That's
from the old one, huh?
Yeah.
That's from my previous change or something like that. Because actually Revenge from Mars is 1.5.